So when you take, look, adds to the verb. When you take to the out, you put verb on top of the add, and then you got adverb.
Add to the verb. Add to the verb. Add to the verb. Add to the verb. Add to the verb.
Hello everyone from the Tapscott Learning Trust. Today we're going to explore and learn a bit more about adverbs, and we've got a range of video clips within this PowerPoint which will hopefully make it a lot clearer what adverbs are and how we use them. So to start off with, our first slide shows over here adverbs. These are words which are used to, 1, describe or add to or modify the verb. So to describe the verb, we often refer to verbs as doing words or action words. Easier ways for our children to remember them too. They can also be used to describe or modify adjectives and other adverbs. Probably most people just think of it as describing or modifying the verb, but yes, they can actually modify adjectives and other adverbs too. They usually end with ly at the end, but for example, this isn't a given, in particular when we move on to adverbials, which we'll get on to a bit later. One of our examples with the ly at the end here we've got here is Mr. Leeks drove safely, carefully, dangerously. Well, you can add your own one in there if you want to as well. But those are examples of us using an adverb telling us more about how Mr. Leeks was actually driving. Next, adverbials or adverbial phrases. Adverbial phrases tell us more about the verb, but in more than just one word. They can tell us more about how the action is done, or they refer to this as the manner, or where, in other words, the place where the action is done, or when, like what time of the day or whenever. For example, Thea ate the pizza in a frenzied manner. Oh goodness, if you look carefully there, there's a group of words, there's a phrase. So it's no longer just one word with ly at the end, but it's therefore an adverbial or adverbial phrase. Fronted adverbials. Goodness, now we're really going and stepping up. There's a bit of a clue in the word there because fronted tells us a bit more about where it's going to be located. And you can see we used different colours. So the word adverb, the root word, is kind of sticking out there. Fronted adverbials, as the name suggests, appear at the start of a sentence and help to describe the verb or actions further. Here they are in blue, followed by the rest of the sentence in red. In seconds, there we go, that's our fronted adverbial, Mr. Levinson's cake had vanished. Or it's probably Mr. Hope again. As the clock ticked past midnight, Batman appeared out of the shadows. With a look of fear in her eyes, Moana reached out to see if it was real. At that very moment, the creaky door opened. Behind the old wooden bookcase, Elsa found the map. Oh, goodness, if anyone's seen Frozen 2, like I'm sure many of you have, you'll probably know which map I'm referring to. With a feeling of immense pride, Blaze and AJ stepped up to receive their prize. Oh, I'm sure some of you might recognize those characters from Blaze and the Monster Machines. And my last sentence over there, and again, you've probably seen all the blue ones with fronted adverbials. Look carefully. With a determination to succeed, Princess Zelda drew a sword and began to fight.
Adverbs help to give more information about the verb. In the sentence, it describes the verb. So here's a piece of writing that I did when we were learning about adverbs. Adverbs help to give more information about the verb. In the sentence, it describes the verb. So here's a piece of writing that I did in my class for adverbs. Sometimes adverbs, like all the time, adverbs can be really powerful and can just describe the verb, and sometimes you don't like use those down adverbs like slowly. You can like increase that. So you can make the reader feel more into the setting.